What's up, guys, and welcome to Waypoint, your weekly League of Legends recap for October 10th, 2013. I'm your host, Mike Schaffner. Now, for the past 2 weeks, I've been talking a lot about Jinx at the top of the show, and I really wanted to try avoid doing it again if there wasn't really exciting information to talk about. But for once, Riot actually did me a huge favor and released a badass music video for her hours before I actually wrote the show, so I'm pleased to tell you guys about the astonishing music video that was released to celebrate the new champion. This video, holy crap, where do I even begin? Between the stylized cartoony mayhem or awesome 3D rendering of Jinx, this music video has win written all over it. I loved it, and to be honest, it really changes my excitement for the new champion. It wasn't that I didn't like her before, but this teaser actually showcased her in an exciting new light that really kind of played up her spunky yet insane attitude. While still coming across as a chaotic sociopath, Jinx somehow managed to come across feminine and cute at times, proving that even the crazy chick can be attractive. Now, Riot, I know you know what you're doing, but I just hope you're ready to deliver this kind of quality and excitement behind every new champion going forward. As if one wasn't enough, Riot also released another tantalizing video titled Road to the Cup, which features all of your favorite eSports champions in anime form as they don the persona of your favorite League of Legends champions. Now, this video is a little bit older, but was released after our last episode of Waypoint, so I still wanted to showcase it. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. However, was I the only other person that kind of got a stick figure spotlight vibe out of it? Now that we're nearing the end of Season 3, which ends on October 31st, it's time to recap all of the latest changes that Riot has planned for Season 4. However, Speedy Turbo on Reddit has already beat us to it and did a wonderful job collecting all of the links to different news postings about the changes that are coming for the next season. Everything from changes to the league systems, as well as even a message from Riot about deleting Teemo from the game.
Nope.
We've talked about a few of these topics on previous episodes of Waypoint, but if you guys want to check out the entire Reddit post in preparation for Season 4, we'll be sure to link that in the description below. Next up, it appears as though there will be a new competition on the block as Riot has announced a new Challenger competition in partnership with Coke Zero. This new series will run in tandem with the LCS when it resumes in 2014. The series will support rising teams seeking entry into the NA and EU LCS, and you can watch as amateur players aspiring to go pro will now compete in weekly matchups that will be broadcast live on lolesports.com. The new Challenger series will pit top-ranked teams from Ranked 5's Challenger tier against one another, where the highest-placed teams will get the opportunity to join live for a shot at a spot in the regular LCS season. Let's move on, but before I do, I want to tell you guys about Shutterstock.com. Shutterstock is a must-have tool for anyone in the creative industry. With over 20 million high-quality stock photos, illustrations, vectors, and video clips, Shutterstock.com helps you take your creative project to the next level. If you're looking to inject your website with some instant credibility, it's an extremely easy task to do when using Shutterstock. Whether you need still photography, stock footage, or even art assets for a website, or maybe you have a YouTube channel, Shutterstock.com is the place to be. You can try Shutterstock today without using a credit card by signing up for a free account, but when you're ready to check out, if you use the offer code GAMEBREAKER10, you'll receive 25% off your new account. More than 10,000 esports fans descended into the Staples Center to witness the best-of-5 matchup between Korea's SKTelecom T1 and China's Royal Club. After weeks of hard-fought matches and countless hours of practice, it all came down to this: who would take the championship and go home with the Summoner's Cup and the $1 million grand prize? Let's get into our esports recap, but first I want to let you guys know that we released the top 10 plays of the World Finals that you guys should definitely go check out. Now, we can't make the awesome plays happen, but we always enjoy highlighting the good ones, so be sure to check that out by clicking right here. Alright, on to Game 1. Looking to gain the advantage, Royal banned out Vi and Lee Sin in hopes of tripping up Bengi's jungle. But Bengi is well known for his versatile roster of champions to play with. Going with Jarvan seemed to have no effect on his abilities as he helped Faker and Gragas score 2 consecutive kills on Whites in the mid lane. But even while their mid lane was looking grim, a bottom lane rotation by Royal proved to be too much for Impact and allowed Uzi to grab the first tower of the game. SKT responded with a 4-man rush in bottom lane to take 2 kills, even the score on towers, and secure the first dragon. Several team fights followed with both Royal and SKT evenly matched, but what Royal failed to realize was that Impact had been largely left alone to farm to his heart's content. One thing you never want to do is let a Jack split push on you, and by 25 minutes, the combined power of Faker and Impact were too much for them to handle. A 5-for-1 trade on Royal's doorstep allowed SKT to walk right in and take the Nexus for a well-deserved first win. Now, some might argue that Game 2 was decided as early as the banning phase. Leaving Zed open for Faker was bad enough, but giving Jax back to Impact was even worse. Betting it all on 2 glass cannon carries, Royal was counting on their team fight abilities to push them into the late game where Vayne and Kassadin would have the damage to overpower SKT. Early laning showed Faker and Whites almost evenly matched, but it was Impact's Jax that once again made the difference. Easily zoning out and damaging Rumble in the top lane, Godlike was constantly pushed back to base with low health, giving Jax the alone time that he needed to free farm. In the bottom lane, constant pressure from Lucky was giving Uzi a handful of early kills, but moving into the mid game, SKT was ahead on towers, focusing more on taking down objectives rather than champions. Even with an amazing team fight in the middle lane, resulting in 4 kills for Kassadin, Royal was steadily falling behind. SKT took down Baron at 30 minutes, and the team fights that followed were easily handled by SKT. Later, Impact and Piglet led their team onto Royal's base. Game 2 goes to SKT. The third and final game had SKT pulling out all of the stops. With victory close at hand, the Koreans showed Royal absolutely no mercy. A lane swap had Kennen getting bullied in the top lane by Corki and Zyra, forcing Godlike once again to fall further and further behind. Meanwhile, Impact's Jax seemed to have no problems dancing around bottom lane and holding his own against Caitlyn and Sona. Royal attempted a lane swap of their own to help fix the situation, but by then, it was too late. A level 3 Kennen would prove to be no match for a level 6 Jax, and Godlike gave up first blood. Both teams quickly started roaming the map, looking to apply pressure and take objectives wherever they could. 16 minutes in, SKT took down their first inhibitor and led Royal in both objectives and kills by over double with no signs of slowing down. With victory close at hand, SKT pushed the final team fight in the top lane, absolutely decimating Royal as they retreated back to their base. Not wanting to lose the advantage, SKT followed up, and after picking up 2 additional kills, there would be no one to stop them from taking down the Nexus and entering eSports history as the League of Legends Season 3 World Champions. On a final note, I'd like to say thank you to both teams for putting on such a great show for the fans. Royal might have lost the finals, but really, second place is nothing to shake a finger at when you consider what they had to do to get there. Royal had the skills to win the championships. Heck, both teams were evenly matched, but I think that the real reason SKT won was because of their better synergy. Each team showed amazing levels of personal skill, and we saw some outstanding plays. I believe that it was more their teamwork and communication that won the competition for SKT. Do you guys think it was something different? Let us know why you think SKT won in the comments below. Last up this week, to celebrate SKTelecom claiming the Summoners Cup, the winning team composition is currently available for 50% off the normal price. But to make the purchase even sweeter for those summoners who maybe already have all the champions, this temporary bundle will come with a bonus skin purchase for every single champion. As always, the bundle is flexible in cost and will automatically adjust to reflect what your collection needs. The sale will only last until October 12th, which is this Saturday, so be sure to take advantage of this moment and potentially pick up your very own well-rounded team for less than $35. That does it for this week's episode of Waypoint. Be sure to check back every week on Thursday for updated League of Legends news. If you guys liked this video, please like and comment below as it helps spread our audience. And if you want to see more League of Legends content, recaps, and updates, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, LOLNation TV. I'm Mike Shaffnet. You guys can follow me on Twitter at Mike Shaffnet. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys at the next Waypoint.
Game Breaker TV.